Welcome everybody to 48 Talk, episode 130. I am your host, Rage Bolly, as always. Joining me this time is the usual crew of DX Takamiya on the right, Derek on the bottom left, and Colin Johnson on the bottom right. What's up, everybody? It's been a while.
Hey,
a long while.
Alright, let's get right into it. First off, thank you so much, everybody, for watching our interview. Two sides, actually, and props to DX for the subtitles, the work on it, the edits, and the thing. We learned a lot about this for future projects, so we don't do this again. Just tell me a bit about the hard work, DX, because this was a hassle, I would say.
Yeah, basically.
Wait. Before DX even goes into that, can you please tell us how much power did Hiroshi give you? Because I'm looking at your picture of Komi and I'm thinking, did he really do this for her? Because she's not in BNK. Where did you get your energy from? I mean, seriously, how did you do this? I was looking at it, I was like, you gotta be kidding me, DX. You did this in like record time for our lovely Thai fans. By the way, Thai fans, you're very lucky we have DX on our side here because this dude, seriously, bravo, man. Like, bravo. But anyways, yeah, like Robin said, sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. Go ahead.
Well, when I first listened back to the recording we made back during the ride home, I still need to edit that one actually because we did a small section in Gino his car, but haven't got around to edit it yet because it didn't feel right yet. So
it was another 15 minutes, so it's like
Nope. You're done. You're bad. Sorry, I take back my compliment.
No. No, but in any case, I listened back to recording, and there was so much background noise. It's more like I'm going to need to subtitle this because if I just release it as is, no one is going to have a clue what he's actually saying. So, and whilst making the subtitles, something popped up in me, and it's more like, since I'm making the subtitles anyway, why don't I send the transcript to the Thai Facebook page to have Thai subtitles as well?
There you go.
So I contacted the admin of Thai on Thai48 Talk on Facebook, and these were like, "Would you willing to? I'm making the transcript right now. Would you be willing to translate it in Thai and have it as a separate release as well?" And he agreed to it. So it was more like everything is going to depend on me right now. So I worked as fast as I could. I got the transcript ready. I sent it over to Thailand. And he made the Thai subtitle files. He sent me the subtitle files to me, so I hard coded it into the both movies, and which you have been watching on YouTube pretty much. And all of that was about 1 week time or so, something like that.
Yeah, lots of hours went into it. It's just amazing, man. But the view count shows for itself. It's about 5,000 of Thai fans looking at this video, and then for us, just a little under 1,000 on the English side. So that was pretty funny to see. But I'm very grateful for everything that happened. This was a very fun opportunity, and hopefully you guys liked it a lot. On the BNK48 side, we're still interested, and there are some news that we're going to talk about in this week's episode. Just amazing how much love is there for the Thai fans. There is a 48 Talk Thai fan page, and that's really that blows my mind. That's just insanity. So once again, thank you so much for that. It's truly amazing.
Thank you for making the Thai version of the subtitles. Thank you so much.
Yes, thank you so much, whoever did that. You're awesome. And also, too, just let you guys know, somebody email me on the Thai side. If you guys got a budget and you want us to all come, I'll make the arrangements. That's what I do. I'm a booking guy. I'll bring 48 Talk to Thailand. We will bring our insanity. We'll go to handshake events. We will bro down with you guys. The Dutch know how to drink. I know this for a fact. When you go to their grocery stores, you get beers in cartons. Cartons! Wooden cartons. Yeah. It's amazing. I really need to move to the Netherlands, except I'd be a lot fatter and a lot drunker, and I probably couldn't do this podcast. But I'm just saying, if Thai fans want to get down and talk about awesomeness, about BNK, about AKB, bring us, man. Email me.
Oh, they would totally do it.
Cool. Well, we'll see. Who knows? I have some days off.
I have a question for DX.
Yeah.
DX, having worked on it for a week, are you tired of hearing and seeing me and Robin now? Because I assume you do. That is horror material right there.
You can't get tired of that.
I don't get tired.
Nightmare fuel from Robin just now. Thank you.
Yeah.
I would totally get it if you were.
No, but I did. Yeah, but I did have to listen like a couple of 100 times, I think.
Oh yeah, I totally get it.
We're not a problem on that side because our voice were really low and louder, I would say. But it was more on Nawapol that had his voice was just, he's very humble and he was trying to talk and it's very low and you can hear. It's like, okay, I'm trying to speak up, so maybe he gets it. But it's okay. It worked out in the end. Everybody, as far as I can see, enjoyed the video, and again, thankful for that.
Well, one thing I will say though, Robin, you're a pretty natural interviewer too. I think it's a lot of that anime convention stuff coming in because you've been such like a host, presenter. But it's like when you were with him, I mean, this guy's like a pretty awesome, famous sort of dude, and like you held your own. I wanted to tell you, I give it up to you for like not getting all weird fanboyish and stuff, because some people can't handle that. Because I've interviewed a lot, I've interviewed a ton of idols, and sometimes I do feel that intimidation, like, oh my god, I'm sitting next to somebody who's super famous, who's super pretty, whatever, and they're talking to me about life and stuff. But you just handled it so well, like better than I think I even could have. So I gotta give it up to you.
Trust me.
Were you nervous?
Well, trust me. With the director, I wasn't that nervous. But when we interviewed on AnimeCon, Necroma, that was like a little moment, like. Okay, they're
overwhelming, no, but they're overwhelming because for a lot of reasons.
Or when they interrupted basically our show, and they were just like, "Hello," and it's like, "Oh, hey, there you are."
Yeah, Cocky and Henry walking by. Yeah,
so
I work for them and I feel it. So
you get these moments on there. So no, but. I think because what my work is as well, combining with the experience you're getting built up and with this show, it's like you feel it more natural. It's just a conversation you're gonna have, and then you just turn your brain off into that work mode, and then everything's smooth sailing. So on BNK48 side, they have announced the 4th single, and it is, as Colin predicted, I believe it is Beginner.
Yes. Oh man.
A lot of fans speculated that it would have been Beginner. I didn't think of it. But hey, it's interesting. They revealed it like an hour or so ago, maybe.
Yeah, something like that.
As of this recording, yes.
Yeah.
I got the notification. I was like, oh. And people have been talking about it. Even the members may have slipped that it would have been Beginner here and there.
Cracks,
And they also released a teaser for it. And I usually am not a fan of teasers, but this one was a pretty good one. Just short, not revealing too much. That's good. That's good. I really appreciate that. And when I first heard Beginner, I was like, not what I wanted. To be perfectly honest, it's not what I wanted, nor that I thought would really help them. Like I said previously, but now I've seen the teaser, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna like this one. It's gonna be quite cool.
Yeah,
I think they even
have
their motorcycles. That's cool.
Yeah.
The outfits are pretty cool, and I believe in the very fast scenes that I saw, there may have been some fighting here and there. So I think now I've seen the teaser, I'm like, I wanna see it. I hope it will do very, very good.
So,
and of course that the official, as they are called, have really improved on their quality. That's very important too. I hope that will be shown here.
That's very good. So my question, I never seen the original Beginner MV from AKB48. I saw only the what you can watch on certain platforms. The dance version that has horrible cut-ins that the music just stops and they're doing this. So. Anyone have seen the original Beginner video?
I actually have, and it's quite gory for an idol video. It's actually quite gory.
Gory, okay. So do you have a feeling that BNK will do this, or it will be the updated version, like the 2019 version?
It's going to be more fighting. From the first image I've got, it's going to be more fighting, like with steel pipes and such. So I'm kind of curious, to be quite honest.
Yeah, a bit more cool. Yeah. A little bit more cool than they did for River, I would say. And that's good, you know, branch out, do something else, different image. That's good. So I look forward to it. We'll see what it will be, and I hope it will do very well.
Yeah. So basically, for me, this will be the first one I will watch when it debuts. Basically, since then I'll be diving into BNK48, like following them actually on that side. So who knows? I'll be excited and see. I would like to hear the updated version of Beginner. But yeah, other than that, anything else you would say interesting going to BNK48, or everybody's still buzzing now with this announcement?
They had an award ceremony earlier this week, Line TV Awards.
Okay.
They announced a new show which will be released in November. Yeah, November.
Oh,
it's
right.
February.
Yeah.
A little further ahead.
But it seems interesting, and they looked amazing. Like, holy darn, they look like Hollywood starlets. They looked so gorgeous. Like, oh wow. That just you have to look like for Line TV Awards 2019 or something. Just look at how they look. They wore great, beautiful, gorgeous dresses. Like all of it. It was great.
Nice.
That's it, I think.
Cool. Go ahead, Derek.
Well, no, I was gonna say that some of the comments from the last video were pretty interesting in regards to we had posed the question, do you think BNK could have a sister group and where? And boy, did we get an onslaught of responses, and of course most of them from the Thai community. Thank you. But as well as some of our regulars too, I think even pitched in with their opinions. The big city that kept coming up, it was Chiang Mai, yeah?
Yeah, Chiang Mai.
Yeah.
Chiang Mai, and I think somebody said there's like over 1 million people there. And a couple people were like, yeah, I could totally. People were like, no, not at all. It's not going to matter. I don't know. There were a couple other places I think that were mentioned. Colin, do you remember if there was
I remember there were a few mentioned, but it's like it's difficult to remember.
Chiang Mai was the one.
Yeah, that's the most. That one was the most mentioned, I would say. So.
Yeah. I mean, you know, northern Thai city, I believe it is. It's like I think, you know, that could be a possibility if we're looking at BNK going regional and trying to get members from other parts of that whole area there in Asia, because that could be a good hub for going into some of the other like countries that border them. I believe to the north. But I would say this: a lot of people said regional is a better decision. That they're going from like getting members from Laos, Cambodia, and stuff like that. And they were just thinking it's better to go that route than it would be to go just the city route. I mean, I don't know Thailand enough to know if that's really good enough, but a lot of our fans seem to have thought that, like actually more than those that thought, oh, just, let's do a sister group in Chiang Mai. Most people were like, no, keep BNK how it is, just get more people from all over Asia in that area of part of Asia. So what do you guys think? Which one are you for on that? I mean, I don't know. I mean, I know, like, you know, just based on what the comments were or just your own personal thoughts, what do you guys think?
Personally, I think with BNK48, since the system is like saying, you know, AKB is in this area, SK is in this area, and such on, but we still have AKB48 group, and I think BNK48 group could be a thing, and I don't think it's too early right now since they're still going somewhere on the rise. I think it's too early to make like a sister group yet.
Yeah.
Maybe in the future or now, maybe this, but the main name should be BNK48. That's the big name out of that.
Just a sec.
I do think that we should firstly wait for the third generation. I can't remember if the other will be held soon, but it's coming. And borderlining countries are the people who live there are allowed to join in that audition, and I think that's really, from the way that people have explained it to me, why that could be a very good move. Because we actually talked about this a week ago, so I won't really dive into it. But I think that's the next step. Let's first do the third generation, see how that rolls out. And then appeal a bit more to the surrounding countries.
Oh, okay, yeah, gotcha.
And I want to let the DX finish first because there's actually something that I remembered that I wanted to bring up from BNK.
Cool.
No, I was actually just taking a look at when SKE was established. If you compare it to AKB48, AKB was established in 2005 and SKE was established in 2008. So AKB was back then 3 years old. So I'm not quite sure how old BNK is right now, but
yeah.
2 years, right?
2 years.
2 years,
this month is their this week actually was their 2nd anniversary.
Okay, so probably I would, if you were to establish a sister group, I would probably go the AKB style route and wait for 1 more year just to mature a bit, and then you might
establish more.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's a good plan.
Don't rush too many things at once.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's actually
mature a bit more. So yeah.
Which actually brings me to something. DX actually shared this with us earlier this week, and he found it from someone who posted in the comments. Tom, his name is Tom, the older brother of Job, is the basically BNK's AKB in that sense. He did an interview with, I believe it's called Perspective TV or something.
Perspective TV, yeah.
And which was really great because it had English subtitles, so it was super easy to follow. And he basically talked about a few things, and what I wanted to say, something that intrigued me that I didn't know before. Maybe you guys knew, I really didn't. Apparently, he went to AKB to say I want to do BNK48. And I thought it was AKB's idea, but apparently he went to AKB to establish BNK because he was aware of it, and he wanted to do something like this. Which was really interesting. I didn't know. And he also talked about what he wanted to do with BNK, which was first to Asia and then go international. I thought that was really interesting to hear from him that is something that he plans on doing eventually.
I didn't know that actually.
No, I didn't even know he was the older brother of Job, that he is the boss. I learned that actually in the recent 2 weeks. And his wife is called Rosa, is also involved with BNK, so that's interesting.
Family business.
Yeah, it's easier because they Tom, I should say, had a business before doing BNK. I forget what you would say it is. It's like.
Sure. I know his wife had a digital video distribution.
Yeah, something along the lines of that. I only remember what he did before that. It was either way, it is in the media. And, he had a lot of knowledge on that. He did that for a long time, and he went to AKB and was like, "Well, we've established this kind of company. I forgot what it's called. It's like on the tip of my tongue." And we wanted to try to do BNK over here. And, well, the rest is history. I thought that was actually pretty interesting to bring up. To know that, to actually see the guy, and he is totally Job's older brother. They look alike. And to hear that he wants to go international after, doing more of Asia. And I hope that happens, but I hope that it goes well. Like, I don't want it to happen just so that it can happen. It needs to happen right.
It has to be the time has to be right, I would say.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah. So I hope they do well enough to go there. But it's an admirable goal, I would say.
Well, they're going on the right track currently.
I would say so.
Well, what our viewpoint is, because we had in the comments as well that pointed out that a lot of things are still not done correctly in the management side on that. So who knows that they're still working out, trying to adjust to a right system. But
become
from what
a bit more professional.
Yeah. But from what I see so far for a sister group, they are going the right way.
Yeah, I think they have made mistakes along the way, but people make mistakes. We're human, and if they learn from it, that's the best thing, because you can't learn anything if you don't make a mistake. And so far, the way they've had mistakes, most of them have been handled in the right direction, at least that's what I think. But they really need to amp it up for a few things to really transition more outside of where they hold their business.
Yeah, that and the fans just need to stay on them and let them know like what's working and what isn't.
Yeah,
and I think
totally.
Very good, very good.
Hmm.
Okay, let's then move on to the other news that happened this week, and I would like to talk about Keyakizaka46. Having a bit of an echo here, so sorry, Derek. I think it's time for the headset.
That meant
Headset it is. Okay.
Yeah, sorry, man. It happens a lot. Okay. The coupling songs came out.
Oh,
Two of them actually. They were MVs, and let's go through them one by one. For first up, let's talk about Nobody.
Oh boy.
It was a no. I wanted to make a reference, but I'm not going to.
No? Come on.
I wanted to say Alan Tudyk is great as Mr. Nobody, but that's
okay.
A good reference. He was great.
So, yeah. So this MV came out. This song came out. Nobody, and like Kea is always doing in their coupling songs, you have the main song. And then the first coupling song that comes out is the 180 of basically the song they come out with.
Yeah, pretty much. Oh man.
But I like it. It has a it's like a feel good little vibe in there, like a nice beat. This is how you use trumpets normally in an MV. Take notice. No, I like the style. It's like a very good. It gives a good vibe, although the expressions in the song are just like that, emotionless. And so our good friend GinoZX, he watched it and he gave his opinion. He's like, can we have stop Tetsuya being center because she doesn't want to be there. It's like she is really showing facial expressions. She's like, I'm just here and I'm doing. I don't really want to be here, but it's my job. And I started. It's like, yeah, well, the Dark Idol. It's like, no, this is not the Dark Idol. He said, this is the boring idol. Like,
oh wow.
The thing is though, it's just I get the feeling. I get it why. It's because Tetsuya is now so limited in her role because of her, joint issue that she can't do any severe move. So yes, you have to put a limit on that, but it's really time to pick a different center. It's really time to put her somewhere in there. If it really shows that Tetsuya doesn't want to be in the group, then you need to pick someone else. But other than that, it's a fun song.
Yep.
The colors are very nice. Question though, guys, the suits they wear, is it orange? Or is it red? Let's see if Discord works with me. Because right now it's frozen on my side. Have to wait.
Oh, really?
Okay. Yeah, no, I can't hear you because my screen freezes. Discord. I think there's an update coming. So.
Oh, okay.
So my again, just to hear the answer, please. What was the answer? Orange or red?
Blue.
Parko.
Yeah, you think the red suit and blue.
Yeah.
Thank you, Colin. Derek, what do you think?
I thought it was red, but maybe now you're saying it's not. That's interesting.
No, it's red actually, because the difference of camera, it shows brighter images since they want to have a background in those, and then the red will influence into brighter orange, basically.
Oh.
Still, MV is very fun.
Yeah.
The little up going, I like that, and it's something different and something likable. So, what do you guys think on the MV Nobody?
When I first saw it, I actually didn't know what to expect. It felt so. It was a new sound for Kaya, I would say, and it was more like when I watched the MV and heard the song. It's more like you don't get bored with this song. It keeps you on your toe, or it keeps you active. So I really enjoyed it when I watched it the first time, and up to this day, I still enjoy it. So yeah, bravo, I would say. I really like it.
Colin?
I always said that one day Kea would release something that would work for me. And they kinda did. This is the first time where I actually was like, I don't not like it. And that's the best way for me to put it. I think that's the first time the sound actually works for me. I needed more groove for me. A bit more energy, a bit more pizzazz to have really, really worked for me. It was needed to be amped up 50%, and then I would have liked it. It's a bit slow on my end, but it has this hypnotically sound to it that doesn't quite work for me. But it's the closest they've ever come. So...
One clap.
Okay, 2 claps.
Okay. Derek, before you start, I just want to mention this thing. Have you guys heard about the Tokyo Olympics song? The guy from Korea that's like he's foreigner and just he learns all these Japanese English words.
No.
Ohio Tokyo konnichiwa sumimasen I'm foreigner.
Yeah, wait, now you're saying it. Yeah.
You know that beat that goes also. You hear the trumpets. That gives me the nobody feel right now. It gives that the tones, the music in there gives it upbeat. So it's like a fun song. It really gets me into the mood. And I'm comparing that because the styles with the trumpets are the same, and that gives me memories to this fun song. So Derek, go ahead. What do you think about the MV Nobody?
Yeah, like there's a part about the 3-minute mark or so where the word nobody comes up, and it's like for the whole MV at the beginning they were doing like sorry, nothing, never mind, and then it goes nobody at the very end. That is one of many layers to this MV. The MV alone is worth its own discussion. I thought Oda Nana was really good in it. Habu looks ridiculous in the red suit.
Yep.
I'm not really a big fan of girls dressing in the Ikemen style. I'm just not. But it works so well in this MV that it sort of changed my mind when I saw like my new Oshi and Kea, like Habu, like just the way she looked. I was just like, yeah, this works. Like it totally worked. It worked for her really well. And some of the other girls too. I mean, they just looked incredible. The MV, with the reds, I thought it was beautiful. Kind of gave me a slight NMB vibe with their latest one with like the weird backgrounds, like the fruity color backgrounds. I'm just gonna say fruity color. Just I don't know what else to call it. There's a lot of different components going into it. The thing that Techi's doing with their fingers, I mean, I feel like there's a story there, and we're just not quite sure what that is just yet. I liked that the very, very last shot was the bed, and there was nobody on it. Like, there's things about the song, the MV, that I felt were very aesthetically pleasing to me. The dance, too. Again, it focused on Keia's dancing. It didn't so much go to so many intercuts with other random stuff that did, focusing on dancing. Where you guys said Techi's a little stiff, I thought it worked for this song. And again, if she was stiff because of her body issues or because that's what the song called for, I mean, I'm okay with it because it's like, again, it's Techi. I don't really think she can do wrong at this point. I mean, maybe, yes, could there be a different center? Put Habu there, put Oda Nana there, put any of those girls there. They all would kill it. But that's the really great thing about Kea that this MV reminds me of, that kind of is what you guys were alluding to by saying that. Like, they have so many weapons now. Like, before, maybe they didn't. Now they do. That's the beauty and testimony I think about Kea that we've been missing all last year, where Kea basically dropped out of discussion for the most part of the year. They've reminded me with the past couple MVs. Girls that can really... Yeah, they do. They really, really, really do. And this song is a good reminder of that. And also the dancing. I mean, they're just... I don't think people really understand how hard it is to dance with that many girls in lines and formations. I mean, I see it with like in the indie idol world with like just trying to create like the box on stage and trying to figure out where your positions are. These girls make it look like it's nothing. I mean, they're pros. I mean, they're idols, but they're such pros on that. Even the worst dancer in Kea is probably better than a lot of dancers out there, and that's saying a lot because, and particularly the Kea, they make it so fluid you forget you're watching, you know, anything other than just girls dancing. Like you don't your eyes aren't trained to like look for mistakes. So this MV really brought that out for me with the dance. I thought the dance was good. It wasn't anything like memorable. It was just good. The song, on the other hand, I thought was very memorable. Right now, it's Song of the Year for me. I mean, I don't think it'll stay there. I think it's going to get unseated. I have a feeling AKB's new song. I don't know. I think we're all feeling that one. More to come on that, I think, in a bit. But but I would say nobody. I mean, come on. That has been stuck in my head since I heard it, and it's like I'll find myself on the train in Japan. I'm like. Oh shoot! Like I gotta shut up. Like I don't want to be like, you know, the stupid guy Goku-chan who like doesn't understand train rules. But it's like I don't even care. I almost want to just get up and start dancing. I really do. Like it's like the song isn't what I normally go for. I like dark songs. I like club stompers. Like songs that like make you, you know, your head explode. I like just songs that are like thumping. Like those are my jams. That's what I consider powerful. But this song has this undercurrent. It's kind of like NGT's, you know, what you gonna do? Like, it has that vibe, but a Kea vibe, because like you said, Robin, they use the trumpets correctly. Finally, we get an AKB-related song where the trumpets aren't used in a way that makes me think it's a song's written by, you know, 80-year-olds trying to relive their past. It's
actual trumpet instead of a fufuzela.
Yeah. Oh god.
That's good. That's good. I hope people caught that reference. Anyway, it's just, here's the thing. Like, the song has a catchy hook. It's not, again, they don't do anything super crazy in it. It doesn't need it. It's just a well-written song. And is it gonna be like the most memorable song? Is it gonna have people thinking about it in 3-4 months? Probably not. But for me, this guy right here, I finally was like, oh, thank you, Kea. Thank you so much. I don't know. There's just something about it that really moves me. And again, like there's do you guys ever hear the TV show The Sopranos?
Yeah, I know about it.
Yeah.
Sure. You know, it ended quite a few years ago, whatever. But it was my favorite TV show of all time. Still is. And there was an episode where this one guy who was in the record industry. Somebody came to him with a demo, and he listened to it, and he's like, that ain't a hit. Because it was terrible. And the guy was like, why isn't it a hit? It should be a hit. And the guy was like, a hit is a hit. You just know it. And then later in the episode, at the very end, he heard another song, this guy that was in the record industry, and the song was great. And he's like, see, that's a hit. This is a hit. This is a hit. I'm just going to say it right now and then. This is a hit. Will it last? I don't know. I hope it does. But this is a great song. I think we should really realize, I think Kea is back, guys. I don't know. We're only in the second month of the year, and we've already been blessed with how, you know, Kea awesomeness. So they're back.
It's already a guarantee for me to get this CD version. But there's another song that came out.
Yes.
As a coupling song.
There is.
And I forgot the title right away because I remember it and then we talked about it and then it's gone from my head. But thank you, DX. It's a coupling song with Sugai Yuka and Moriya Akane, the two captain and vice captain, doing a duet in this song. And it makes me so happy just to see these two on screen and coercing with their voices, combining it. It's such a beauty to hear. It's a very nice melody, and the MV it's just a fun story of two friends, or who knows, maybe a little bit more than friends. You never know. But it's very pleasant to hear, and these are songs that I would like to hear on a daily basis. Same with Nobody. It's like if I get groceries, if I'm on the tram or anywhere, just to listen to these songs and just have them in the background going through my mind, because it will relax me the hell out of it. And those two together are so strong, like really strong together, and it's really a favorite of mine instantly. So what do you guys think on that song?
For me personally, when I heard it, it somehow got me recall nostalgic feelings of earlier times, I would say. It just has that theme for me that and it's more like when I listened and I heard it, it's like, this reminds me of when I was doing this, and it was really good times, and it really recalls those nostalgic feelings, I would say. So I really liked it. Yeah, I really liked it.
Colin?
Same as the previous song. It actually kind of got close to me liking it. I think the way of handling the MV is very nice. Had some interesting shots there. I like the look of the MV more than Nobody, which is weird for me. But I get that feel that Robin has as well. It's nice. It's relaxing. It's pleasant.
Very good. One more thing to add. I like some of the MV's part with the swimming, how they shot that. You can clearly tell it's just in a pool, and they edited it out to like this darkness and black, and he's swimming in an endless ocean or somewhere to that. So could have used a little work on there if you don't want to try to hide the magic, but it was just a beautiful extra. It's like you go to Moria, it's like, okay, you're in this song, in this MV today, you're gonna be swimming underwater for a while. Hopefully you your lung capacity is well enough to do that. It's like, okay, let's do it. Derek, what do you think of this song?
Yeah, okay, so everything I just said about Kea, like, I have to kind of just dial it back a little bit. Not too much, though. The song is okay. It's nothing special to me. I do feel the strength of those two girls. I think it's a beautiful, like, duet of sorts. So all props to those two girls for that. But let me ask you guys a question. First of all, why was this why these two girls? Was this for something? Did they win a contest? Or?
No. I don't believe there was a specific reason for that. But Sugai Yuka is the captain of Keyakizaka46, and Moria is the vice captain. So they have a close relationship of the group and way the group direction is going. So I believe that has something to do with that. It's never been done before in the singles combined, and I believe the only one that has a duet before was the Yui Yui's. It was the Kobayashi Yui and Imaizumi Yui, but Imaizumi Yui is now gone, so they need to fill it up with something. And you know, the couple system in Keyakizaka is very high. I think this was the next step. So props to them.
Yeah, well, we all know how their crazy love triangles and quadrangles go.
Yeah. We need no updates.
We need the updates. We definitely need a new update. Yes, we need a new flowchart. They should do it every year. It's like that could be their like you know, AKB does their year-long prediction thing. Like that could be like Kea's. No, like so that's interesting to me because first of all, I think just right off the bat, like taking a couple members like this, I don't know. I almost wish AKB and all the groups in the AKB family would do a lot more of this, where you're singling out girls, and particularly girls that don't get any spotlight, and give them a chance to play off each other or do this more. I mean, we do see it. We have seen it many times in the past with different girls, but it's like, I just feel like even more we should do this. Like, you have all these great girls. They're all photogenic. They're all, for the most part, very great on film. Like, tell a story with them. And I realize that it comes down to budget and songs and all that, but it's like, this really felt very intimate. So I will give them props on that. The MV, I'm with Colin. I think I like it a little bit more than I like the Nobody MV, although the Nobody MV is so majestic and beautiful. It's just, this is much more indie feeling. And having said that, like DX, you were saying this made you feel a little nostalgic, and Robin, you said that you liked the part underwater. The nostalgic thing came for me with the underwater when I saw it, because they took a page right out of Yanakoto Sotomuto's playbook. I don't know if you guys realize, but one of the most iconic things in the underground Chica world was when Bubble came out a couple years ago for Yanamu, and the big whole thing for that, like when they were doing like the MV shots and stuff, they put the four, you know, like Naracha, Ichika, Reina, and Mani, like in a big huge water tank, and they just dived them in there with their white outfits, and they had to like sit there and they just photoed that and to create this look while these bubbles came up. I mean, it got so popular. Like, I even have, back when I was like really, you know, doing the Oshi thing, I have Naracha's manga anime shirt where it's her, like, you know, in the bubble form, and people That's iconic, and there's actually a whole behind-the-scenes documentary you can look at on the Enemy channel, I believe, where they show the girls going through that, which was not fun. So I can't imagine what these poor girls went through. But it's like I saw that, I'm like, somebody's been watching the Enemy. Somebody's been taking the playbook. I'm being legit. Like I guarantee you, they saw it and they're like, yeah, let's do that because that's cool. And I mean, don't get me wrong, it's not a problem for me. It just made me feel very Natsukashi. Like I was like, wow, a couple years ago, I remember seeing that and thinking how much I love the Enemy girls for subjecting themselves to that kind of water torture. And you know what I mean? But it's beautiful. What came out of it was gorgeous. And that part in this MV was like, it really stuck out. It really was like a powerful contrast to them, like on the bus or you know, just all the different like shots they had. I don't know, and also too the camera angles, you know, going up and down like this,
lying down, sleeping every time like that.
Yep. Wow.
The only one I didn't like was when they were. What were they? Was that chicken? That looked like the most.
I think it was ice cream.
No. It's a turkey leg. You can get that in Disneyland, in Tokyo Disneyland. That's a custom thing to have a turkey leg. So they had. It just
looked unhealthy.
No. You just see just like just going over there.
It was weird.
I'm not one of those guys that likes watching idols eat. Like there's like a whole subculture around watching idols eat.
AK Bingo.
Yeah.
We learned that in AK Bingo.
Yep.
Yes, we did. It doesn't do anything for me. I don't particularly like watching people eat in general. I don't care how cute they are. But it's like
the noises.
You know, it's like oh man, come on. Like that's the only thing that kind of took me out of the song for a moment was that part.
I have a question for you guys. So
sure.
We're diving in deep behind the meaning of this MV. 2 questions. 1. Is Suga Yuka dead in that MV?
Oh.
2. Is she actually a cat?
Ooh. Yeah, because they did have the cat shot at the end.
Exactly. And you just said with the eating, she goes like faster, and its locations and lying down more on the level of a cat, I would say, because it was lying down quiet so that the cat could come nearby. And
what an astute observation.
And the cat was jumping on a certain location because at the end the bus is open, she just wakes up and suddenly the cat's up high and cats like to climb and jump everywhere. So I'm thinking the latter now because I thought at first, is she like a past memory of a friend or something, or is she a cat? Because there's a lot of lying down.
Yeah, true. There was quite a bit of lying down. Yeah.
And you see, you see Sugai jump off that first scene where she jumps off the platform and goes to Moria and be like very playful.
I think if we're gonna delve, and again the Kea faithful, those who know Kea inside out could probably understand that maybe this is like an inside play, an inside joke. Maybe there's some symbolism there that we're just not even remotely getting because we're not followers of Kea like that closely. But if just on the peripheral, on the surface, and based on what you said, and digging a little bit deep here, I would say it's more like saying that the one girl is just the pet of the other. You know what I mean? Like maybe that's the relationship. It's a subtle, cute indie movie making sort of way of just trying to say, oh, this girl is this girl's pet. You know what I'm saying? Like I can see that. I can also I don't know about the dead thing's pretty heavy, but I didn't get a heavy vibe from this really. It was more like it was cute. It was playful. It was at times, I know, just watching them look at each other, it was like there was that longing there. It was beautiful. I don't know. It was like an innocent type of feminine love, I guess, if I can say that without sounding too weird.
I have the feeling, but
it was cool.
No, the more I think of it, I think it's the cat situation. That she's actually the cat.
Yeah, I think you hit it on the head. It's just that, but it's also symbolic, perhaps, of their real life relationship. Yeah. Because I'm sure the director and the people that came up with this, the thought process behind this MV was like, well, we're gonna have these two girls. What's their relationship? Oh, this girl's like her pet. Well, what's the best pet you can put in an MV? A cat. Anytime you put a cat in MV, you're going to get like 1 million views. Well, so, there, we'll do cat.
It's going to be subtitled soon, I believe. So when I see the subtitled version, maybe it's more hitting on the nose. It's actually about that meaning. But so far,
yeah, we'll find out.
I enjoy it. And this is definitely a buy for me for the Keyakizaka. Well, I'm buying every CD of Keyakizaka, so still, very much likable zone. There's still a lot more news to talk about Keyakizaka46. So if we're done with the MV talk, shall we go to the next part?
Yeah,
Sure.
let's do it.
So I watched Keyakizaka as always, as on every week, and they announced officially now the second generation of Keyakizaka, Kanji Keyakizaka. There's not even Kanji Keyakizaka anymore. It's just Keyakizaka now, because we'll get into that later as well. It's so confusing. So, no, well, you know what? I'm just going to combine it. So they also announced during that they have now changed Hiragana Keyakizaka46 to Hinatazaka46.
Yeah.
So now it's like, okay, we're just changing everything. It's not. They don't have any relationship with Keyakizaka46 anymore. They're doing, well, I believe semi well in Japan. They're like, you don't need anything with Kanji Keyakizaka. There's no Kanji Keyakizaka anymore. You now have the other one. That's the third group. That's the part of Nogizaka 46, Yoshimoto for 46. Yeah. So it's getting confusing as hell. But now you have the blue logo for Hinatazaka 46. So they're really their own group. No more shuffle, anything like that, or taking members from that. That's now their separate group. They're getting their separate second generation. So Kanji Keyakizaka doesn't exist anymore. It's now just Keyakizaka 46. But since the members left, they had to fill them up with new members. And they did, with now officially announcing the second generation of Keyakizaka 46. And they revealed those members on, well, the first half basically, on
Keyakizaka.
I have so many K's that my tongue twisted. So, I do have the list here. Not all members have been on TV yet.
Not yet.
But so far it's 9 members, and that's, here we go. Rina Inoue, Yumiko Seki, or I'm saying this in the English version. So basically it's Inoue, Rina, Seki, Yumiko, Takemoto Yui, Tamura Hono, Fujiyoshi Karin, Matsuda Rina, Matsudaira Riko, Morita Hikaru, and Yamasaki Ten. And that's the youngest one, because that's the last one. It's 13 years old.
Oh, that's crazy.
Keyakizaka 46. That's gotta be something. A lot of ideas. So a few members were on TV. The biggest one that left an impact for me on was Tamura Hono. I think that is a strong member already.
Why?
I'm trying to think what she actually. They did the videos again, like the debut videos of what she did, and she's like, I can play an instrument, but I don't have it with me right now. And then
yeah.
And she already has this funny vibe. She has the adult vibe. She has a car, so everybody's like, yeah, drive us, stuff like that. And then they gave her a saxophone. She just did the last part.
So they really did the last part.
Yeah, everybody was just laughing at this moment. So I think that has a strong impression. But there were some other that were in there, especially the one who played volleyball. Who was that?
Yeah, that one. I actually forgot who it was, but it was so funny because they really set up volleyball that, and I think it was Nagasawa and Watanabe Risa that were on the receiving end. When she first spiked the volleyball, Watanabe Risa, she returned it no problem. The second time, however, Nako or Nagasawa, she got hit in the face, literally.
Yeah.
Everyone's like, "Oh, you okay?" She's like,
"She's okay."
It's like, "Oh, that will hurt." That's a good impression to get in there. What else happened? So we had the dance off, the little movements in there, and they combine so they have a good laughs in there. I really do like the. They really chose their members carefully. Yeah. So they really want to not expand and go all ham in AKB48 style. They are really like, okay, just a few members just to keep the group in there, and they want to keep them growing. And so far, what I've seen, I'm ready for the new members. Actually, it's a good idea. What I'm perfectly ready for, and I really mean that. Again, I'm just gonna tell. I want a new center. I just want a new center. Sorry, Hirate, Yurina, Techi. You're amazing, but someone else. Someone else needs to be the center now. Showcase someone else. There are so many talented of them. Showcase them during those songs. You've seen it with Ambivalent when they replace every different centers everywhere. So many talented members, so use them for that.
No, another thing that stood me by from the second generation was Inoue, I think. She walked straight up to Tsuji and Tawabe, and she laughed immediately. Someone was like, "Why are you being so rude?" She took a look at my face like for a split second, and she was already.
Oh, Sawabe! She's like so close and just laughing at Sawabe so much. I like for the fact that Tsuchida was like, "Hey, they're new members, right? They performed." He is such a fan. Well, just a Woda basically on that side, and giving them the information that they are getting ready to that new chapter. It's really fun to see. So I'm wondering what happens with. As of this recording, this week's, because the rest of the members will come out, and maybe some of them will impress me even more. But do you guys feeling? Was it time for a second generation?
Yeah, I think they were getting on the thin side, especially with Hiragana pretty much gone from them now. So yeah, I think it was about time, I would say.
Derek?
Yeah, I mean, I like the ones I saw. I actually watched Keyakizaka. I was on the train the other day, and somebody was actually watching that on his phone, and I was just smiling. I'm like, I'm gonna go home and watch it. And then I watched the new members and the new member episode, and I was like, yeah, these girls will fit. The one with the tennis girl that like that was
Moria, amazing.
Moria was like so disappointed.
I mean, it was wow.
That was good. It was funny. But I think you know, new members is always a good thing. I don't necessarily look at that as a bad thing. Any time, you know, let them come. You know, more people for us to like it, in my opinion.
Cool. What do you guys take on the Hinata-Zaka46 situation? Bad move?
I think it's deadly to change a brand name mid branding. I think you have a name, you know, stick with it. And like I don't really see the point of doing it other than I guess like you said, just like completely separate yourself. But why do that? Like unless there's a legal reason, I don't, you know, maybe they were forced to do it. That's the only thing I could think of, you know.
Well,
so it's just I don't see the point.
The commercials right now, a lot in Japan, are a lot of, well, hiragana Keyakizaka46. Like the, well, what are these stores, like the supermarkets? You have... Lawson is a big one. Not 7-Eleven. Yeah, no, 7-Eleven also has something with that. So they're doing a lot of local, like, not even on media, but they're doing a lot more commercials on the outside of the streets. So... That's a little popular than actually Keyakizaka46, so maybe that's the whole reason there. And their TV show is doing well on that side, and their grades are getting up. Plus, that album that they brought out, Only Way Hiragana, was also received very well. So yeah, now we actually have a whole new group, and basically separating them from the style of what Keyakizaka is, and giving them their own vision on that. So I'm looking now forward when their first Hinata-Zaka46 single come out, and I think that will be a more happy style compared to the more dark style that Keyakizaka is. But how does this count now? Is this now still a sister group to Nogizaka46, or is it now only the sister group of Keyakizaka46? Is that a cousin group? Does that count or something?
Stage 48 handles it as they believe it's separate.
So, okay. So you have AKB48 that has their sister groups, and then the group. Then you have the official rival of AKB48, that's Nogizaka46, that has a sister group called Keyakizaka46. And now they have another sister group that's Hinata-Zaka46.
Yeah, pretty much.
And then they have a brother sister group That's Yashimoto.
Yeah.
46.
Yeah.
Does this sound very confusing to everyone?
Yeah.
It's not needed. Just not needed. I mean, you know, like instead of getting too bogged down into all these groups and stuff, what these people need to do is worry about putting out good content, good songs, and, you know, focusing on all these amazing members you already have. And if you're going to introduce new members, focusing on them. I think that's more important than structuring all these groups and things like that, because they got a working brand, you know, like why mess with that? So that is a little bit of a confusing thing to me.
So that's all in the end Sakamichi in the end.
Yeah, Sakamichi.
Yeah, I guess.
and then we're getting now on the next single a Sakamichi AKB song. And how does that work?
Yeah,
I think because that was already done like previously, that it won't affect. That it won't be affected by Hina or whatever. I think that's because it's already done. Maybe in the future.
In the end, I am very excited for Keyakizaka46. I'm really digging what they're doing, and Derek and I are believe on one page on this. It's gonna be again a Keyakizaka46 year.
I think so. I mean, already, you know,
it's gonna be very strong. So that leaves us to, well, basically the next topic. We're already almost an hour here. AKB48 Jiwaru Days, the 55th single for the coming up. That's probably after this episode airs, the preview coming out.
Oh yeah,
probably. You'll just get a react to me on Twitter going like, ah!
I'll look forward to it.
Okay. So, centered by Sasha Arino.
Yes.
Actually, Matsujura is back in the Senbatsu.
Hey!
We have a lot of people in there, including the future ace, or the current ace, I would say, Yagi Moika.
Yep.
And if the AK Bingo showed a chart on positions, if that's the position-wise, I don't believe it is.
No, it's, I thought it was too, but someone said, oh, it's in alphabetical order.
Yeah.
Why is Okada Nana then on the top?
I don't know.
Well, it's funny you bring out AK Bingo, because like on that AK Bingo episode when they were talking about the new single, they made a point to single out Moe Yahagi. Yeah. So like that, boy, are they not like gunning for this girl or what, man? Like, jeez. I mean, not this bad thing. It's just interesting, right? You know.
For
like,
now, we agree. The fans and management is agreeing that this girl has something. You know, it's a hit. That's it.
Yeah.
What you need. So we'll see. But what do you guys think the song is gonna be like? Because Jiwaru Days is like a memory style song, and let's see, because we have this saved up. It is a Jiwaru is short for Jiwa Jiwakuru. It's a popular text slang of a schoolgirl's trend words award 2015. It means something gets funnier with time.
Thank you, Paul, for saying that.
Yes.
Otherwise we would not have known.
Thank you, AKB48 Daily or jshowbiz.com for that, for giving us the information. What do you guys think? What's this gonna be about? It's really gonna be like, okay, one more time, schoolgirls outfits.
Yeah.
Maybe finding out that it's like, yeah, we can't wear this anymore. Maybe that's the whole thing. That's just like, all right, this is the final MV. We're gonna be in schoolgirls, because it's not like, doesn't feel like it should be. It's too old in the closet. Just keep it in there and just be like, ha 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 ha, business outfit, and then leave.
Not sure, to be quite honest. I'm not even sure what to expect from this song. It's more like it's there, but if we go through the meaning of the title, I'm still like, huh? I don't know what to expect, to be quite honest. So yeah.
It's better than Jabba.
Well, yeah. That's a given. That's a given.
So, Colin?
So yeah, I've done a very bad thing. I have a lot of expectations for this song. I've said before, last year was awful. So I really hope that this one will be finally one where I'll be like, yes, yes. And because I have such high expectations for it, it's very dangerous, because if they're not met, then I will be more disappointed than, say, Sentimental Train and how that happened. And I was thinking, okay, what was it? Jiwaru Days. Okay, how do they sing this? How would they sing this? And I stopped pretty quickly because I couldn't get something that worked. I did the same with No Way Man, and well, so I hope it will work. I think the premise, what Robin says, is interesting. It's okay. What was it? Stand By You did something like it. For a previous SK single. Yeah, maybe they do something along those lines. With Sashi being graduating, maybe they have something along the lines of what Give Me 5 meant about graduating. This maybe the MV will be like her letting go. Maybe something along the lines of Boke Date Nachayo, but better. I could see that happening. As song goes, I hope it's something that's great, like really something, I would say along the lines of Sukinanda. I love that one. More in the style and the tempo and the energy, and nothing like anything we had last year. But if it's like the Central Exam song, I would be totally up for it. Like that would come close to what I want it to be. That would work. But I hope that I like it.
I am not so worried with this song because Sashi is known for not doing too many terrible ones, and even, well, Derek, you said Halloween Night is horrible. Personally, I still like Halloween Night a little bit.
It's cool.
Just around Halloween. Yeah, it's never like god awful. That's never my worries on that. So I'm assured on that side, and since it's her last song, she will go all out, I believe.
Hopefully.
Since the influence she has in there, and then focus on that. I don't think it will beat Kea. That's my idea currently. And then we still have Nogi coming up with something.
Yeah,
something.
So, Derek, what do you expect?
I mean, like we've kind of touched on this, but I think, you said it really well that, first of all, the center of this song has a pretty darn good track record. And I don't see Sashi allowing herself to be in something that probably wouldn't be anything less than, like, stellar. I mean, even Halloween Night, for all the things and reasons I don't like it, it's mostly I don't like it because it's just based around a holiday. I'm not the biggest fan of holiday-style songs, but it's so catchy. A song you're humming after hearing it one time. It's still very powerful. The obviously the costumes are great. So it's like even that to me like worked. So I don't have any problem with the song, like without even hearing it, knowing that it's going to be something good. As long as it's not like a traditional graduation song where it's like sappy and stupid, where it's just like another grad song. Like if they do something fun, it's good. Now the title, it's Jiwaru Days, yeah, right?
Yeah, Jiwaru Days, yeah.
It's and it's spelled. How is it spelled?
Jiwaru.
You.
Well, okay. One person, please.
Oh, okay. Jiwaru Days.
See, the thing is like Ichiwaru means like bad, like ill-tempered. So that's interesting because Jiwaru, I'm trying to think like the meaning. Ichiwaru is like bad, ill-tempered, malicious. I mean, I don't think it's like Jiwaru, I want to say, is liking something or something like that. So or like you gradually come to like something
over time.
So I'm wondering, so I'm wondering if they like are gonna play off that, like, and it's actually more like Ichiwaru. But see, again, this is why it's interesting to me is like, what are they really gonna do with the MV and the song itself? Is it gonna be playful? I have a feeling like it's also maybe something where the hook's not immediately obvious. If they're like literally trying to beat that point into us before we even hear the song, it's like, don't expect this like crazy hook to try to like mentally gauge us. But I don't think they're reading into it that much. I think if anything, we're just gonna have to wait and see. Yeah, but it's just overall, I got great expectations for it. I don't know. I just think if there's any song that's gonna do it this year or next year, it's gonna be this one because it's Sashi's final. Like, how great would that be? Her grad concert. This is the song she ends the whole concert on because it's that good. Instead of Koisero or something. You know what I'm saying?
It will be Koisero.
Well, of course it will, but what if it's that good that by the time the concert rolls around, people could be like, yo, this could be a great song. They could even encore it or something. You know what I'm saying? Like, my point is just like, if anyone can do it in the 48 family, it's Sashi. And it would be a nice ruby to put in the middle of her crown before she leaves.
Very
you know what I'm saying? Like, I did one more thing. I left you all with this beautiful song that you can remember why AKB is, like, so awesome. Here you go.
That would be cool.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
Oh, and one more final thing to that. Any of you guys think we're going to see any ex-members? Like, maybe to say goodbye? And if so, who?
Kitarie.
Ah, there you go. I was thinking Ryuta might come out.
That may happen in her personal graduation song.
Yes, of course.
I don't see it happening in the Jiwaru Days one, but I could see it in her her own graduation
Oshima
song.
Yuko, there will be a Not Yet performance.
That would be fun.
That'd be cool. It'd be really cool if they went through Sashi's life in this song. Like showed everything, and then like that we got to see some familiar faces in that regard. That would be a smart MV.
Yep. Kind of hoping for Nako as well. Kind of hoping for Nako as well.
Yeah, I think Sakura, Nako. There's still an HKT graduation stuff coming up.
It'd be good to see Sakura-tan in there, like just kind of wishing her. I mean, like it's like if you drew like a map. Like, it'd be really funny if they did, like, a Game of Thrones style thing, like, for the intro of Game of Thrones, how they, instead they go to each city, and in the intro song, and they went to, like, each section of Sashi's life. Like, that'd be awesome. I don't know. Sorry, I'm just excited Game of Thrones is coming back in April, and I'm really pumped. Anyways, sorry.
And so excited that Gino bought 2 bottles of whiskey, limited editions, from Game of Thrones.
That's because Gino knows what's up. I'm coming over to drink it with them. I didn't tell you that part.
All right.
I would like to see Harupi. You know, I'm still waiting.
Me too, Colin.
I'm losing hope. I'm losing hope, man.
We need her to come back, or I think she's hanging out with Maho right now. Never land of invisibility of idols that are causing problems for everybody and need to apologize because they were assaulted or
no updates right now with the whole Mahon situation. By the way, it's. Currently, she's still on radio silence, no theater performances. They're going to do solo acts, I believe. And they are really, really struggling right now. So, bad things on that side. Alright, well, since we're going into that direction, let's go then to our final topic for this week, I believe. And that's a graduation announcement.
Yes.
Yes.
That, well, I've been wondering, like, So, SKE48's Obata Yuna. That recently was a center for SKE48, basically the future going to SKE48, and just saying like,
I'm done.
I've done what I want, and now I'm gonna move on. And it's like, well, can't falter for that. It's like, but yeah, you're right. If you've done what you want, then you are allowed to leave. The fans are like, damn.
Yeah, they got sad.
Yeah, it was very unexpected. It's like,
totally.
Are they not treating you well? Is there something wrong? It's like, no. This was my goal. I made my goal, and I'm gonna move on. And basically, everybody's like, yeah, you can do that. Do you want to? You seem, you have something. You can go successful. It's like, no. That's basically her reasoning. She's like, yeah, I'm done. It felt to me like, have you ever seen Forrest Gump?
Yeah. It was recently on TV.
He's running. Everybody's running, following, and then he's like, "Where do you stop?" Like, I'm tired. I'm going home. It's like, but what about this? Nope, going home. And it's like,
that's it.
That's it. That's pretty much it. So, what's your guys' feeling about this?
I actually, this was really surprising. I didn't see this one coming. And it got me thinking. I've said before that I think SK has a lot of powerful members. Maybe she is like feeling that as long as there are that many powerful members in there, and I could go on and on who those are, that she feels like maybe I can't really reach that level anymore because these walls are so powerful that she may not feel like she can top them. And it could be that. And if she wants to graduate because she feels like she's done everything she wanted, great, okay, totally get behind that. It's your decision. If you feel that you've done everything you could, then okay. I'm only feeling this kind of feeling where it's like, okay, this must be a very fatal blow for SKE because as management has been pushing her so much, being the center for the song that was released a year ago and the song before that. It's like they maybe can push other members that maybe deserve it. That was where I was going.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, you know,
Tani Marika.
Don't even need to say anything there.
I mean, if this allows someone like Furata now to be center, I'll be like, oh, that's a bittersweet thing.
Yeah, exactly.
But honestly, it makes me interested what they will do next. Stand By You was a while ago. What was it? November?
Something like that.
It's too early. It's still on the charts actually. It's still on the Oricon charts top 10. So
what was it? 20 weeks maybe.
Something like that.
I thought I saw it in SK Bingo. I can't remember. But and she will graduate very quick, I believe, by the end of March. So I'm like, okay, that's. I wonder what they will do next because they've been really pushing her. So I'm very curious.
I actually have a feeling that they should do this. I recently watched Escape.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking, when was the last time they did a song like that? Like Escape. The other one I can think of was with what was that weird song with the no singing, no talking in the future with the microchip and Koto Arara in there.
Chicken Line.
Chicken Line. That was a good dance version as well.
Yeah. Yep.
And the other one with Jurina as center was
Genoi, that one?
No, Punchline. Punchline. So, but I mean, like Escape had that different feeling, and I want that feeling back. So maybe a song like that. Give something like that.
Now, center. I mean, I could, someone else.
I personally want to see like a collaboration with Furuhata Now and Habu. I think that would be a lot of fun.
Be freaking amazing. I think as far as like SKE goes and stuff and Obata Yuna graduating, did you notice who has come back into the discussion right as this happened? It's Drina. So I'm wondering if like Yuna was like, oh, this girl's back, like I'm out. Like, 'cause it's like Drina is such a gigantic presence in AKB48 as a whole. I mean, she's another Sashi if you think about it. And at the same, I mean, minus all the crowns, but you know, give Drina some time. She just got her first one. She might get 3 more. It's like for me, Obata Yuna, like if that is the case, then okay, whatever. But if she was just like, oh, I just wanted to be center one more time, and I'm good. Like I'll see you guys. Kind of selfish in my opinion. But then again, it's like. I don't know, like a lot of idols when they join groups, especially these type of big groups, they know the minute they do that, their stock in the world goes up because everybody knows them. So they can do whatever they want. There's a lot of like fame. That fame unlocks a lot of doors. Like to give you an example, if Obata Yuna were to start an idol group and come to the underground, I don't even want to know how much she'd sell out every little club here. And like how her checky lines would be ridiculously long. She would make thousands and thousands of dollars probably every show, all because she was in SK48 and she was a center no less of an SK48 song. And it's just like when you think about it in those terms, she knows she can do whatever. So it's like maybe she got a good offer too from somebody, and they're gonna roll that out, and we'll see her in something. It's just I don't know, or it could just be like she's done. She's like, yeah, I'm good. I'm good. I don't. It was cool. Peace out, Idol World. Like I'm good. I'm gonna go wash clothes at the laundry like everyone else, and it's cool. Like I'm good. I don't need this anymore.
Yeah, maybe
girls like that too.
Focus on life. You know, get a scholarship, graduates, find a guy,
get
married,
a husband,
get
married. Come on, sing it, come on.
Takoyaki announced on her Instagram that she is getting married. That's congratulations, Takoyaki.
Yes.
So
wonderful.
I don't know how these two people met, but I believe maybe it's in Roppongi where she was DJing for a while and then
probably
found someone. But I'm very happy for her and then wish her all the best. And they're all growing up. They're all getting married and getting
crazy.
kids.
And 4 months will be like, she's pregnant. You know, you never know.
All right. This just popped in my mind. How soon will we have a baby 48?
Well, we need. Okay, what kind of babies are there?
A truly second generation.
I mean, Achan is the only one I can think of. Who else? Is there someone I'm thinking?
What was the one from Mai Mai? Was it Mai Mai? No.
No.
What's her name?
No, I'm thinking of someone.
She's like the Baba from AKB48, like for one of the second generation Team K, the one that was always the oldest one, the sexual one that went to.
Megumi, I think. Meitan.
Yeah. She had a kid.
Yeah, she has a kid.
Yeah.
I think. What's her name? She was a halfie from, I want to say SK Yukio?
Oh yeah, the model type.
Yeah, I believe she has children.
Yeah, she has kid as well, so it's getting there.
Well, you never know. I mean,
we're a quarter way from a Senbatsu, so.
No, I think Komori Mika has also a kid. I think.
Yeah, so it's getting there. The babies are coming out. You know, the new talent of generation.
They're coming out.
Yeah. No, but. In all seriousness, I would say I'm very, very happy for Takoyaki moving on there.
Cool.
Yeah, it's just weird that you've been into a group where there's no dating and no thing, and then you're getting into that. So it's like, time is moving fast. They're growing up so fast. That's the feeling.
It's really weird to even think about them getting married, having kids, all that. But at the same time, it's like, you said, like, they're growing up, but it's also, that's idol. Here today, gone today. And then, if we're still doing this in 10 or 11 years, we might be seeing some of these kids popping up into other groups, I mean, it's just, it could happen, and that would be really good. It'd be a fun thing to like look back on it and be very nostalgic about this time and be like, wow, we remember when they just announced they were pregnant and now their kids are actually up there on the stage. I mean, anymore, they can be up there as early as 8 years old and still have a fan base. So, not sure that's my thing, but it can still be there.
Okay.
Actually, to be quite honest, Derek was just talking about popping up. One former Nogizaka46 member just popped up in a K-pop group called Z-Girls. Actually, I just got the message from Twitter. Actually, so yeah,
Who is it?
Kawamura Mahiro from ex Nogizaka46. She's now in the K-pop. She's now in the K-pop group.
So you graduate and then move. Yeah, they can do whatever they want, right?
Yeah, that's true.
Here today, gone tomorrow. Okay. So, anything else on topics we want to talk about this week? Or yes, we're moving on to recommendations for next week. I'm just gonna say, just listen to the MV that's coming out from AKB48 Jiwaru Days. That's the full song. I'm just gonna say it. It's coming out this week.
Yeah.
Trust me. Trust me.
Yeah.
As soon as we're done, as soon as we upload it.
Yeah,
like this.
The second
we'll get a preview.
Yeah.
I think if I stop recording and I'm gonna check Twitter, oh, it just came out. That's just gonna be on that side. No, Keyakizaka, the new members coming up, so we can see what goofy things they will go into that side. The release of NMB48's single will come out, so we'll see
Wednesday.
how. Yeah, that's coming out, and maybe we'll still have some more songs that we can listen to. What do you guys think on sale numbers? I think about 180,000 on day one. That's what my number is going to be, around that.
Speaking of sales numbers, STU48 got top chart actually.
Yeah, they got 120,000.
Yeah, something like that.
Pretty awesome.
Yeah, hey, they're going up. The boat is actually now leaving the harbor, sailing. So
it's going up. Is the boat going up? What?
No, it's not going up, dude.
Hey, it's a bigger boat than I expected. So points to them.
They're on a boat. Yeah.
Boat. Other than that, no recommendation from my side.
The usual for me, I would say, like Keyakizaka, AKB48, Kojichi, the usual, I would say. So yeah.
Colin, anything on your mind?
Oh, I have lots. There's actually a few things. Iriam Hanen was on my favorite actually show, Cream Quiz Miracle 9. She's back. She was back for Japan in a while, and she did the show again. So watch her be in a Japanese show again after a year.
Such a beauty.
It's great. I really loved it, and she looked just so beautiful. If you are as good as finding things as me, Okabe Ren's solo concert was released, and you can find it online. I've watched it personally. 2 performances that I loved. I actually liked a lot of performances. It's Futari wa Dekiteru, with Koji Haru and Kitagawa Kenji, that duo song. Yeah. With Waga, that was fun. That was so funny. And if you can manage to hold your pants up, Innocence. Oh, woohoo! That was nice. No, it was. It really was nice.
Way to sell it. So I'll be checking it out as well.
I've more. I'm not done yet. Still, if you haven't watched it, SKE Bingo. There are English subtitles up until the 3rd episode. SKE Evolution is their name. Find them, congratulate them, thank them. If you also
just the description. So yeah.
Oh yeah, that's true. Thank you for that. And if you still have more time, Komiyama, Seichan, and Mion did a Valentine showroom baking thingy on the 13th of February. Special appearance by Komi Mama, which was fun. Love that. If you haven't, it was great. I loved it. Komi Mama, she's also very pretty. I see where Komiyama gets it.
Yeah, she's been on there before on showroom.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. It's and AK Bingo as well, if you remember that one.
Hey. Vasconi back then.
I loved it. It was very fun. Like many members, fun things for Valentine's Day. And other than that, no.
Well, you just remind me with the showroom situation. There's actually a showroom with the Okada sisters. They doing they're making pudding for also like the Valentine's Day style.
See.
And that Okada Rina, her hair is now a lot longer, a lot lighter.
Yep.
I believe she says she's single now. So every fan is like, "Can I be your boyfriend?" Or now saying, "Join the group, join the group." She's singing in there, and Papa Okada comes home, and they're like, "Can I be on screen?" It's like, "No, I'll get banned, go away," and stuff like that moments. So there's some funny hijinks in there, and that's a showroom that I will also recommend to watch. Thank you, Colin, for reminding me that.
Yes. Wow.
Derek.
You're welcome.
I actually just have pretty much, a couple things. First of all, the big one is check out DX's subbed interview. If you guys haven't seen it yet, you need to see it. You need to watch it. It's amazing. It's really a testimony of what this group tries to do, and I am very proud of my fellow co-hosts for turning their adventure of going to watch the documentary into something we can actually put out for people to enjoy, and people very much did. And again, that's something I think everybody should watch. It's actually cool. In the interview, it was very informative, very cool. So that's number one. Number two, tomorrow morning, this is on the Alt Idol World. Tomorrow morning, I will be doing the Witching Hour. It will actually, it's at noon Japan Standard Time. The special guest this week is Himari and Okaki, and they are doing a special Valentine's Day episode with the members of Bakuracha Joshi, or better known as Burst Girl, better known to me as Guso Drop, better known as the group that got me into idols in the first place. And actually, the girl who got me into idol and made me stay, Yura Pico, she will be a guest, as well as Boss Ray. Ray is sort of like the Ikemen, like tough girl. In fact, and I've told the story before, when I was looking up idols or things to do in Japan many years ago, and I saw this girl, this Japanese girl, on stage swinging a barbed wire baseball bat at fans. It was Ray. It was her that was doing it for Guso, and I was like, "Yep, I'm there." And that show, when I went to their first show, changed my life. So Ray is going to be there. Yoripiko's going to be there. I've known him for years. You know, Necroma is very, very close with Burst Girl or Guso or whatever you want to call them. Particularly these two members. So it's gonna be a lot of fun, and it's gonna be Valentine's. So they're gonna do some really fun Valentine's stuff. Himari especially is like super in love with Ray. She has like a idol crush, and Ray is like super Ikemen. So she's like, Ray is like, "Hey, what's up?" Like, that's like, she talks like real. She's the boss, and like she's super tough. And Himari's like very feminine. So it's like, when you get these two together, it's hysterical because Himari just crushes on Ray. Anything Ray says, she's like, ah! She freaks out. And then Kaki's like our Ikemen. She's like our tough one in the Necroma group. And Yoripiko's kind of like the very feminine one. So we figured there'd be really good, funny opposites going. I'm hoping for a Kabidon. I don't know if we'll get it, but we are having scenarios. They're going to play out. So I don't know. It's going to be a lot of fun. I just have a really good vibe about. So that's tomorrow, Japan Standard Time at noon. And then also, other than that, it's just it's been kind of I don't want to say a slow week. It's been fun to talk about all this stuff, but I'd say yeah, just keep commenting, everybody. We comments. Colin's been super boss about getting in the comments and answering them. Thank you, Colin.
Thank you for doing it as well.
It's almost impossible for me to keep up anymore, and I hate that because I love all the commenters. I read them all, but it's like, it's just hard. But it's like, you've been really solid on that. But please keep commenting. Give us your Bibles. Like write us novels. Like, believe me, I'm on the train so much in Japan. It's one of my favorite things to do, is to sit there and see our comments and be like, oh, this person said this, and then think about what I'm going to respond. And usually what I do is I pick out a section and comment, because it'd be almost impossible to like write all of them, except for when I first start commenting, my first 2 or 3, I'll respond to like everything, and then I'm like, I gotta just pick one thing, or else I'm gonna, like, I won't have any days left. But don't take that offensively. It's just a lot of stuff, like, we're usually in agreement what you're saying. Like, if I agree, there's like no need to comment, right? But it's like, sometimes people bring up some really great points, or if you're going in opposite direction, I'm thinking I may spar with you a little. Colin, you're really good at that too. I think you're really good at like just towing the line there with people, and I got to give you a lot of respect for that. You too, DX. I would say, like, please give us more comments, please. We really love it. So, Robin's gone.
With the comments, it's like, yeah, I just read them. That's it.
Robin's been. In fairness, Robin actually has like a ridiculous job, and not that we don't, but it's just, we've always done this. It's been like our MO for like.
I don't have a stable schedule. That's what my problem is.
It doesn't matter. I mean, like, I don't eat, but it's like, we've always done that. Like, I'm doing the comments now. Colin's helping, and DX is occasionally will pop in too and comment. So we just love him. It's my point. Just that's my biggest recommendation too.
We have a good balance.
Yeah, we have great balance. We have a lot of really good people that comment every week, and they say a lot of really intelligent things, and some of you even become our friends, which is great. So love to hear from you.
Cool.
That's it.
Okay then, Dan. Thank you for watching this week's episode of 48 Talk. And we'll see you next time then. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Time for center.
Jiwaru Days.
T for C.
Jiwaru.
T for C.